New at 6, Morehouse College, an historically black men's institution, will now begin accepting transgender men. The gender identity policy allows individuals who self-identify as men, regardless of their sex assigned at birth, to attend the school. The president of Morehouse will begin to assess campus needs to create diversity and inclusion programs that support the new policy. That policy begins in the fall 2020 semester. Now, Morehouse joins its sister institution, Spelman College, in this acceptance policy. The historically black women's college began to accept transgender women students last year.
So if I have to respect this individual because he wants to be a female today, right? But now he gets to pick and choose and say he gets to be allowed in Morehouse because he's still a man, this and that. So you get to pick when you want to be a man and female now. You see how unfair this fucking law, well, I don't want to curse. I hope they take that out. I don't really want to curse to get this video demonetized. But you see how they trick us, and this law really plays into destroying the nature of society, what it's really supposed to be. You see how these laws are so despicable. They don't even have an honor code system with their own laws that they put out here, and it gets amended or whatever for them or not. And I think that's unrighteousness right there in the very act of that. You just caught them in it.
God is black.
God is black. Everybody knows God is white.
Everything the white man taught you, you accepted. He taught you you were a black heathen, and you believed him. He taught you to worship a blonde, blue-eyed Jesus with white skin, and you believed him. He taught you that black was a curse, and you believed that. Did you ever look up the word black and...
What's good, YouTube family? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop. Y'all probably see me shaking my head, and y'all probably thinking like, why are you shaking your head? Let me just get on with it. If you guys don't know, let me read this to you. I'm gonna watch my words, because in the algorithm of YouTube, videos are coming down now. It's a full throttle attack, especially with that community. So I gotta watch what I gotta say. Morehouse College, a traditionally all-black male university, is now accepting transgenders in their schools. I don't think you guys heard me. Morehouse College is now accepting all transgenders in your school. I mean, in their schools now. I'm about to break this down so perfect to the T that all debates will be challenged. If you want to debate me on this, you can do it in the comment sections, or when we have a live, you can hit me up on the live. We can do it there, or I can come in your platform. I'm gonna talk about with all subjections, but in a plausible way that's actually with common facts and common sense. Okay, first of all, Morehouse College is proving my point. What I say about these historical black colleges, the Howards, the FAMUs, Southern University, Georgia State, we can keep going. All these historical black colleges, I've told you guys over the years, have been founded by these Greek fraternities of these white form of white supremacies, even these elitists that have family bloodlines and whatever organizations they have that stems from the words that y'all like to use, Illuminati, which I don't use that. I just say it's dating from the groups dating back to the Knights Templars, but that's neither here or there. But all these groups that are funded by quote-unquote white supremacies, the Margaret Saggarts of the world, she even funded one as well. But you people don't look deep into that. You hit or miss on different debates and subjects and try to fit it to a false narrative. This is supposed to be one of the so-called great historical black schools, and it's supposed to be all males. I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, who cares? About time to let something in because it's all males. Look, I'm with y'all a little bit in the sense of when I was younger, I used to see all these schools, even if it was high schools or like military schools that are all males. I used to be like, oh, that's kind of weird. School of all males, like you don't want to see no females or something like that. But as I got older, I understood why they have schools with all males, because academically wise, the scores are higher. Dudes do more proficient in the skills that they're being tasked at. So you have more obligations with yourself if you only have self to worry about. Because when you bring women into the spectrum, the nature in men comes out, and y'all know the nature in us, man. It's like you could be the scariest dude, but when it comes to a female, it kind of makes you become stronger by 10 times or whatever, because that alpha male instinct kicks in, and you don't want nobody to, you know, like, just your offer of being a prideful, like, kind of like we can equate it to lions, you feel me? You're gonna have problems, and when you have a female there, she's gonna instigate beef between two brothers. She's gonna talk about who stinks and don't stinks, because real dudes like who I grew up, dudes don't really check for the dude that stinks in class and all that extra. Like, we just don't do that. We don't really care. But when you bring females around, it's gonna look like dudes care, because we know the female's gonna like us for teasing the dude that stinked or whatever. Because, you know, when I was younger, I sweated a lot, so sometimes I would be musky. I remember hearing the teasing and all that. I'm old enough, I can say that. It didn't bother me like that. It only bothered me when I seen a nigga doing extra. When the females did it, it was warranted, you feel me? I didn't feel no type of way because she's a female. But when I seen the dude that's laughing, and I be like, what the hell? Some days this nigga be stinking, we don't care. But I get it now, you know, like, females are a big distraction. It's just, people can say what they want to say, but the nature made it so like that, and they're a physical distraction. So when you take them away, you got these organizations and establishments such as these all-male schools where more younger males and older males, they prosper more, and individually they become better men for it because they have self-discipline. So it's not no sweet or they're punks and nothing like that. It is what it is, you feel me? So when you're looking at it from that aspect, you understand why it has to be all males. So my thing is, if a female could be a distraction, don't you think a transgender is gonna be even more of a bigger problem, a problematic problem, just because of the fact it's a male portraying to be a female? You can say me what I want, genetically speaking, biology sense-wise, it's still a male. You can say what you, I can call myself Mickey Mouse today. Does it make me goddamn Mickey Mouse? I can call myself RoboCop tomorrow. We're gonna pass a law. Can we pass a law that you guys are racial profiling me for being a Decepticon? For being a Transformer? Huh? Could you guys get mad at me because I live down on Sesame Street because today I want to be Big Bird? Right? Y'all invading my rights? I mean, you can call yourself what you want, but biology speaking, you are what you are. And that's still a dude behaving in a behavior sense of uncomfort. So anybody around this character, you're never gonna be at ease with yourself because it's just gonna be uncomfortable. That's not me attacking nobody. I'm speaking facts, because the whole purpose of these all-male campuses is to keep you righteousness in a steady focus, so you can prosper more in life individually and through the goals of life as a group, to learn how brothers can learn how to work together, because that's the problem we lack in the community. We don't want to talk about it, but niggas is killing each other rapidly. Niggas is offing each other like it ain't nothing, but we don't want to speak on these issues that causes it. And then when we actually build something, which I don't support these historical black colleges, let's just get that out the way. I'm about to go in deeper to explain that, but I do not support historical black colleges at all. But it is what it is with it. If you went to one, I'm not trying to demonize you or nothing for it. I put them in the same group with all the other colleges. That's all I'm saying. You did what I'm saying? Let me get into it. But you're bringing this transgender into your school, and I feel like it's unfair in so many levels. And let me go through the transgenders level, how it's unfair. These LGBT communities say they have a right. We have to respect what they are and what they call themselves. They can go to bathrooms in South Carolina with our kids. You feel me? No matter what they are, they're allowed to go in there. And my whole point is, wait a minute. So if I have to respect this,
Morehouse College, the only all-male, historically black college, says it will start accepting transgender students next school year. The Morehouse Board of Trustees making that decision Saturday during a vote. Now, because Morehouse is an all-male school,
so if I have to respect this individual because he wants to be a female today, right? But now he gets to pick and choose and say he gets to be allowed in Morehouse because he's still a man, this and that. So you get to pick when you want to be a man and female now. You see how unfair this fucking law, well, I don't want to curse. I hope they take that out. I don't really want to curse to get this video demonetized. But you see how they trick us, and this law really plays into destroying the nature of society, what it's really supposed to be. You see how these laws are so despicable. They don't even have an honor code system with their own laws that they put out here, and it gets amended or whatever for them or not. And I think that's unrighteousness right there in the very act of that. You just caught them in their own hypocrisy. This is the biggest hypocrites you'll ever see, is that community over there. Because wait a minute, so you get to go to this all-male school, but I thought you said you're female, and it's an all-male school. So what is this inclusion of what? What is this inclusion even doing to impact the school in a positive way? All it does is bring negative light to the school of what it, well, negative light, I've already looked at it, like I explained, the Greek heritage behind these. And I know the original Greeks were black, but we're not going to go on a debate with that. I'm talking about, let me not use the word Greek. Let me say white European people funded them schools. All right, let's just cut to the chase. White European people funded them schools. Why do you think their fraternities are so much like the white fraternities? A lot of you people don't get hip to that. That's facts over there. It can't be refuted. You can try to do it, but bring actual facts instead of your opinions. And I'll bring historical facts that actually favor my sides of the debate, period. So this Morehouse issue is sick, man. I'm looking at the New York Times talking about it. There's a journalist called Sandra E. Garcia, and it makes sense. I'm not trying to come at my Latinos, but it makes sense what a Latino would be praising this historical law that's been passed for them or whatever, because no honorable man or woman will be praising this. Even if you don't like it, I always still give you credit to know that a lot of us will at least be quiet about it. These people are celebrating this shit, and I don't think we should honestly be quiet about it. Our voices should be heard about this matter. That we're tired of being forced to be forced down our throats, literally and figuratively. That's crazy, man. To see this. Look at it. Morehouse College, an all-male historical black school in Atlanta, said it would open its enrollment to transgenders men in a shift that comes as protectionist for them. I don't want to read it, y'all. It goes deep, and I'm not really trying to read the full article like that. I've read it already enough, and I'm only doing this video so you guys can go and read this crap. Like, I've seen enough of these journalists selling their souls, and it makes sense. Morehouse being in Atlanta, it's an Atlanta problem. We have an epidemically huge Atlanta problem, and I'm not gonna say the words if y'all know what I mean. I'm not getting this video taken down, but we have a huge Atlanta problem going on, and we don't want to discuss it. It's like, shh, let's not talk about this secret. That's not even a secret that everybody knows, and you got to be quiet about that. And you got these predominantly these preachers in Atlanta, they're condoning it, not saying nothing about it. A lot of these cats be in their choirs, all this and that, and nobody is saying anything about it. I'm not saying they're wrong if that's what they choose to be. I'm just saying, though, shouldn't your following your doctrine says you're supposed to make that person change that lifestyle, but all they do is add to it. So now I see these black schools nothing more than just like the churches. It just breaks up the family and continue teaching you a false doctrine that has nothing to do with our society as melanated people. Or even if you're not even black, or if you're not even black, you should be angered too by this new generational push favoring towards that group of people. I'm just being very honest at that, not coming at anybody. I'm just saying, if it's an all-male school, well, let it be an all-male school. If you call yourself a female, now you say you're a female, so what are you doing trying to get into an all-male school? Could it be that Morehouse allowed them in because we know Atlanta is predominantly, you know, what's living in Atlanta? You feel what I'm saying? Could it be that they favored into it? Could it be their board of trustees, a lot of them are suspect? Yeah, now you're thinking, right? Could it be a lot of these alumni that went to Morehouse, they're also in the suspects bourgeois? I'm trying to watch my bourgeois-ish ways. Like, you can dig in deep into that. Oh, that pause on that, but literally, figuratively and figuratively. You see what I'm saying? I mean, literally and figuratively. But that's how you have to go into that and be like, who's backing this? Who looked at this and said we have to let them in? I didn't even know that was an issue or a problem like that. Because if females can't get in, what made this transgender more historically better than the real females that weren't even allowed to be admitted in? So how'd they get to skip that and be admitted in? You say you're a transgender. You say I have to call you or her. That's why I call a lot of them nigga, by the way they are. Sir, excuse me, sir. I'm not gonna say excuse me, man. You have your Adam apple bigger than me and I'm supposed to say excuse me, man. Man, miss me with that BS. Excuse me, sir. All right, sir. Thank you, sir. That's what I'm gonna say to you. shake your hand too. Have a good day, sir. That's what I'm gonna call you. It is what it is. When with this Morehouse situation proving me right about it, this gender equality crap is what it is. Crap, BS. They get to pick and choose what they want to be whenever it suits them or fits them. Today they're Charlie, tomorrow they're Sheena. Like, get the hell out of here with that, man. You mismove that entire crap. This is the destabilization of black males today you have running rampant across America. It's just, it's insane. It's insanity being portrayed as something that's normal or sane. And we take it as it is and we don't call it out because these bourgeois elitists said so. And a lot of dudes look up to these bourgeois elitists based on salary scales or based on prominent statues of what they mean to their false sense of community. Like I said, if you only live your life to worry about what the village think, you can't stay with me and build with me. If you were gonna be a motherfucker that's out there that's worrying about what village thinks, you can't be my homie, or you can't be my wife, or you can't even be my kids to that extent if you worrying about what the damn village is saying, instead of learning the tools you need to make yourself prosper. That's the real truth of what it comes down to. Morehouse, if you're sending your boys to Morehouse College, you better watch it. You better start thinking who, and I don't know if Morehouse has any teams. I'm gonna be very honest. I'm ignorant to that because, oops, I'm sorry if I don't try to ingest or digest enough information coming from these puppet schools known as historical black colleges. Sorry if I'm more hip to the game than a lot of the other people who are not. And don't fault yourself if you're not hip to it. I can understand why a lot of you guys will get hypnotized by the false sense of reality you're living in these historical colleges. There's nothing that's going on in these colleges other than sexual situations and just sex. That's all happening in these historical colleges. That degree you have didn't teach you nothing. Of course they're gonna give it to you if you're paying for it. This is sad, man. It's a tragedy day, man. Transgenders are now being allowed into Morehouse University. That's in Atlanta, Georgia. It makes sense, doesn't it? I'm your God bless one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Jesus.
Make sure you guys come for more great videos, but it's a shame about Morehouse. I'm almost disgusted, but it's like I don't respect a lot of black historical colleges, so who gives a damn in the end? But you should care if you have kids who attend these colleges. Rest in peace to great Nipsey Hussle. Let's not forget his movement. Let's donate to his family and support his Marathon clothing line. And if you guys would like to support me, donate to my Cash App, IsmokeHiphop, or both my PayPals. And listen, guys, what I most definitely need you guys to do is subscribe, hit that notification bell, refresh your page, hit that notification bell again. Look to your left, look to your right, click on one of these great videos, these great contents, and come support me, man. Just remember, my platform is nothing without you great supporters. Thank you for watching IsmokeHiphop.